Hi, parents of Scorpio children. Welcome to Parental Guidance for the month of April. Let's see what's going on with your child's energy for the month. Plus, we have a special card for you. There is a level of growth and transformation. Happy things are coming for you. I don't know what that is. We'll find that out soon. Yep. So your child has abundance. Things are working out. Kudos to you. Hunter Moon. See, it's so funny. When I see foxes, I think of Scorpio because Scorpio, in my opinion, is a very clever sign along with Gemini. And it's just, to me, this card, there was another card in a different deck that I think I did. Yes, it was on Facebook. I did that. If you go to my Mother Birth page on Facebook, there's a reading that I did. But it was the same thing. Like there was a Scorpio influence and I saw the fox. So that sticks to me out like there's a Scorpio. But it's interesting how Spirit communicates with you and certain symbols. Spirit teaches you that this is what this means, or Spirit creates connections and gives you meaning what those messages mean. Their connections mean, okay. What is the situation? Okay. And I'm like, how can you have abundance, but you're not blessed? So there's something about they don't think they're blessed. What's changing is religion and spirituality for sure. There's definitely a spiritual theme here. And the circumstance is, this is not something about not relaxing. It's not anxiety, but I do get a sense of action. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, this is what I wanted. Your child has 38, which breaks down to 2 in numerology. 3 plus 8 equals 11, which equals 2. And they have 22, which equals 4 in numerology. So if those mean something to you, then, you know, look up those numbers. These cards on the end speak to each other. You can see the color connection. Let's see if I can just hold up all 4. I really missed my other setup. It was so much easier, but it just didn't work. But it's okay. We're just working out the bugs. So this is what your cards look like. You see how these 2 are the same on the inside? There's something going on with the heart here. Releasing things of the heart. Like I see openness, surrender, like a reckless abandon of things that no longer serve, where you have that color, and then there's some grounded energy on the outside, a lot of earth. Practical, just a grounded foundation on the bookends. C22 in the reverse. So I'm like, how can you have abundance and not be blessed? I don't know. I hope you guys can hear that. If not, it's probably better that you don't. Yes. Okay. So there is, when I'm looking at these cards for your Scorpio child, there is this unrest, like anything, like it's apparent that there is this like unsettled energy within your child. You know, they have relax and reverse. You know, they have abundance, but they're not blessed, or, you know, like they're just, it's like things are, like I hear like one of the blessed card in reverse is like you hit rock bottom. Abundance is just like, you know, realizing that it's not you that made you abundant. normally relaxation is like a grounded energy. And what's tying all of this together is almost like a drawing in an awareness or a connection with spirit. There's some kind of unsettled energy within your child. And I cannot find the source of it. Can you please, Spirit, tell me, what is this abundant energy about? Tell us what this situation is about concerning the Scorpio child. Okay. 2 cards. Yeah, they're working hard. Is that it? I think so. So they have the 8 of Pentacles. They're working on themselves. That I do know. It's like in all of this unrest and whatever, this is a some self growth, some self work that's going on. They have the Page of Wands in reverse. Are they struggling to offer something, or is what they're working on, is it not ready yet? Do they not want to share it? I'm getting insecurity. Yeah, there's definitely like, it's still a very insecure energy. Like, and not insecure, well, not insecure like immature, but just uncertain of themselves. It's gonna all come together. There's something about not not feeling comfortable with abundance, downplaying it. They're doing some work, like there is an eagerness or desire to work on themselves, or they are working on themselves. Maybe they don't like what they see. Maybe the issue itself is, the journey itself is hard. What messages? Okay. Yeah, something. 10 of Wands. Something does feel hard. Something feels like it's like, get it. I want to get this message, doggone it. What is the child feeling? I'm definitely feeling a sense of like unworthiness. Like they don't feel like they're insecurity, like they don't deserve it. They're putting in the work. They're in a position where they've done the work to manifest abundance. I see they're putting in the work, but it's like what I'm following is an insecurity, like fear of putting themselves out there. It's like, who am I to be blessed? Who am I to have some recognition? Maybe for adults, maybe something happened where they had to like go through something. Like this is the rock bottom. and they have to do the work to change. I see that for somebody. It takes me a little bit sometimes when it's just on a different wavelength. Ew. This message is going to come together. I know it. I just don't know what it is. And I know this Empress card. I feel like this is where they want to be. So I know that did come out. Tell us, can you give me some messages about this relaxed card in the reverse? What's the solution? Please elaborate on the solution, please. Anything else? Okay, I don't think so. For the religion and spirituality card, it's going back to, if they're an adult, it's going back to their childhood, like healing childhood wounds, reconnecting to their inner child. It's a new opportunity, a fresh start to do something over. What's the solution? Temperance in reverse. Something, yeah, I mean, either there's a situation that's going to come up. There's something about imbalance. This is anxiety. This is anxiety. This is not, you know, it's like, this is like, it's saying to relax. Or like, I get this as that a calm card. Like it's saying, you could be, it could be telling you to relax, like you're already anxious and you need to relax, like breathe, everything is happening as it should be. But because this is in reverse, this person is not accepting this. There's some kind of upheaval, and this is creating an imbalance. We haven't even got to your message yet, parent. Hi, people. Yes. So I've been pausing this video. Unbeknownst to you, you're like, what? Wait. So it's funny that this popped out, because this was like the first card that flipped over. And then, you know, as I was looking at it, and I'm like, huh, that's like the same person. It's like this person is the Empress. And then it was funny when I read the book, like this card references abundance. And lo and behold, what is this card? So it's, if you can see it, it's like, this is the same person. I'm going to try to make this as simple as I can. But your little person, this is who they are. And there's some kind of insecurity that they have. They are abundance. They are about growth and nurturing and kindness. Scorpios are very, there's a very loving, gentle quality to them that is unfortunately understood. They're not going to bother you unless you give them a reason to bother you. They're you know, they have more of a reputation for being more, but they're giving. And there's a level of gentleness to them, very much so. So this is who your child is. They don't, but they're doubting it. They're doubting that who they are. There's a level of insecurity. Remember I was saying with this Page of Wands in reverse. They are working diligently to better themselves. They have the Eight of Pentacles. So they are dutifully working to, it's like self-development. They're dutifully working to just improve. There's some beliefs, there's some maybe poor decisions that have been made, not taking advantage of opportunities to, like in learning. And because of that, in the month of April, I'm not going to say that your child is going to hit rock bottom, but they're going to be pressed with, this isn't working, or I don't like how this feels. They want to work. Like, this is their mood. They want to overcome. They have this mood of abundance. They want to manifest. There's a mild level of insecurity and doubt, but they definitely are on the path where they want to improve. There's self-improvement. There's growth, desire for growth here. The situation is there's doubt. This doubt is weighing heavy on them. It's playing with their insecurities where they don't feel like they're worthy of something. And it's a pattern of things that they just in a small little rut or something where to some extent, and this is just a wave of energy. This is not going to apply fully to all Scorpio children. It may apply fully, partly, or not at all. But for the energy of this message pertains to, a Scorpio that has they felt the burden of something, and it's affected how they see themselves. It's affected how they approach problems, how they approach solving problems, because they doubt, even though the truth is that they're the Empress, they doubt that that's who they are. They haven't had that full awareness. They haven't come to the realization that they are the Empress. And so they're still in this cloud of, doubt or unbelief. And it's like, that's not the truth. They are blessed. That's not the truth. They're going to have, there's some kind of, this is probably like the longest message ever, and I have no idea how long it's been so far. They are the Empress. They want to work hard. They are working hard. There's a level of insecurity, and they're letting something beat them up about how that's being used to like make them feel even less worthy. And with this blessed card in reverse, it's saying that, humble yourself. You didn't gain it by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required is nothing less than total surrender. Then you'll be blessed. It's a mindset change. They have to change the way that they see themselves. They are the Empress, but they don't see that. They just feel like they're toiling. I'm working so hard. They're really trying in their little baby self to just, I'm trying, but it's coming from a place of insecurity. Meanwhile, if they would just step into who they are, they would already know that they're the empress. But it's so heavy for them that they just can't get around it. And the best thing probably for them to do is just to be still. They have to accept that the way that they thought about themselves, whatever guilt and shame that they could be, like whatever they thought that they didn't do right, you know, they can't hold on to that anymore. They need to let it go. Need to let go of guilt, shame. You know, I didn't do it right. They need to do that in order to slowly get to this place where they recognize and they see themselves as they already are. Like they are the empress, but they have blinders on because they've just, you know, been so focused on their insecurity that they haven't seen that if they would just stop that, they've been who they needed to be the full time. So what's changing is spirituality and religion. There's a reconnection to source. Your child may be reaching out or giving to people, connecting with people for sure. But it's an opportunity. It's almost like when they get tired, when they're like, I can't do this anymore. Then there's going to be a divine opportunity, like an awakening, like, you know, an opportunity to see it differently. And it's going to involve helping or playing with children or something about reconnecting to their child self. And it has everything to do with, you know, it's a spiritual influence that's creating this change so that they can finally get to a place where they realize that they're the empress. And just be that abundant person, like on a small level. Like this can go from, you know, infant to, you know, a person who's 100 years old. We're always somebody's child, but you know, the Scorpio child is the empress. But because of doubt and fear and how they've allowed themselves to see themselves, and they, you know, I've been working so hard and, you know, it's just not working. You know, they have to abandon that belief system. You know, they have to hit rock bottom in their beliefs and realize that this is not who they are. You know, this is who they are. This is a good message. It's taken me a little bit to, you know, unravel it, which is fine. Thank you for sticking around and watching. And that's the only way that that's going to change that perception in their mind is through the divine. And it's going to come to them in a form of an opportunity in their minds to think and see it differently. And then it's going to open up with them connecting to their inner child if they're an adult. Being, you know, you may have to play with them more, or and that also could have something to do with it, where they just somehow they feel neglected, and by you re-engaging with them, you reaffirm that they are okay, that they are loved, that they are valued. But interaction with other people is going to be essential to helping them to see that they are the empress. So the solution is something that no longer serves them is falling, and it's sudden. I don't know what this tower means specifically, but it's almost like it's a blessing in disguise, because something is going to break in their mind to get rid of and dissipate all this imbalance that was there. They have to be uncomfortable. The solution that is, in order for them to see this, in order for them to be in order for them to see their worth, I almost feel like they have to accept that they haven't been who they're supposed to be, and this is uncomfortable. That is an uncomfortable thing. It's just to accept and let it dissolve this false image of themselves that they've built up, and tear down the stuff that's imbalanced. To me, it feels all over the place, and I feel like I'm grabbing straws to make this message make sense, or at least for me to be able to follow it. No, I don't need to understand these messages. And, you know, this is a long video. I know it is. And I'm going to say it one more time before I get into your message. But when we're looking at the perspective of a Scorpio child, what I see is a child who has forgotten who they are. A child who, because of things that they have taken on, like a child because of how they interpreted other people's actions, the words and the actions of other people, they've interpreted to mean one thing. They took it on as something else. And they felt like they had to toil to earn something, instead of realizing that they don't have to do anything. They are who they are. And they're loved just as they are. They have the ability, they don't have to work to have to be loved. And I really feel that a lot of them right now in April are going to feel that. They don't have to work to be loved. They don't have to toil. They already have the overflow and abundance inside of them. That is the mood. Like, it's a disconnect between who they think they are and what the truth is. That is the mood. They know that they understand that they should have better, or that life should be better. I should be able to have this, but it's not here. It's not happening. It's not real. So, you know, let me just work really hard, and maybe I can, maybe I can offer something. Like, it's just, they feel like what they offer won't do anything. It's not, they're not going to get the validation that they need. Even if they work hard, nobody's going to recognize it, or the reception that they will receive doesn't justify the work that they put into it. And so the situation is that your child has just felt nothing I do is good enough. You know, mommy and daddy, they just don't feel seen. And they have to realize that this is not the truth. And they have to abandon that, like this notion. They have to abandon this notion in order that, and so that they can see that they are blessed and walk in this abundance of this Emperor's card. What's going to change that is, and there, I see fire, I see water, and I see earth. Your child may have, those those elements in their chart. I mean, everybody has all the houses and stuff, but they may have strong fire, water, of course, if they're, but I see fire, I see earth, I see water. A change in perception is definitely going to affect this. They're going to have an opportunity through a change of perception to see this differently. Maybe this is an opportunity, like, you know, to do chores or something like that, where they will work through to see that they do have value. And not that doing the chores is the source of their value, but they will learn through either a change in mindset off the top or through action that they get a change of mindset that they are capable. And I really see you, dad and mom, this is an opportunity for you to connect with your child. Like, I feel this really strongly, that what's changing is more time is necessary being spent with your child. Doing things together, putting them first. I really feel that that's also going to be helpful in, you know, reestablishing this encouragement or this confidence in your little one. Playing with others, connecting with other people, but most importantly, connecting with you is going to be very helpful. I don't know. And I'm like, why do they feel so insecure? I don't know. But that's what's coming up. The solution is this has to die. You know, they can't carry this anxiety any further, because this is who they are. This thinking, you know, this fear-based thinking that needs to crumble, that's keeping them from being able to walk in the truth of who they are. Their fear, like, they need to let go of their fear of who they believe themselves to be and walk in the truth of who they are. It's time to let it go. And they're like, no, I can't relax. I can't let it. No. If you don't do it, it's going to happen. You can't, where your child is going, your Scorpio child, where they're going, they can't carry this energy anymore. Literally, like, they can't carry this anymore. No more of this. They need you. Because if they don't fix this is inevitable. So it's just better that they get it and don't fight it. They get rid of this imbalance in their life and they accept that that's what needs to happen. In order to get here, the solution is they have got, I'm throwing cards now. The solution is they have got to get rid of this. They have to accept this change in order for them to make progress and see the abundance and the outcomes that they want. Very, very long message. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it's clear. I know it took us like 20 minutes. It feels like 20 minutes just to be able to do it. You parents of Scorpio children are on your way to abundance yourself. You're cutting out things. I see transformation. I see growth. I see elevation, going towards things that are, you know, taking you higher, abundance, blessings, bliss, peace, calm. You are open. And that's the only way that you're going to get there. It's just being open. It says, I am committed to seeing, hearing, and listening to new adventures, new places, meeting new people, new perspectives, new wisdom, new relationships, and I feel free of expectations. I'm open to being guided to, rather than forcing things to gain certainty. Open for me means to trust, to have faith, to grow a belief in myself that I will figure things out along the way, especially when there is uncertainty as to what will come next. You can very much be a model. You guys can work together and build this growth, and you see how the colors match. You're gonna get there, both of you. You're transcending, and you are a light to help them get there by you being open. So thank you for watching this. I know it's long-winded, but essentially the gist of it is, it's like your child needs to let go of the self-doubt and fear. It's getting to a place where it's hindering their progress and their ability to manifest this abundance that It's not even manifested. The abundance is there. It's hindering their ability for them to see it in their lives. It's already all over them, but they can't see it if they're holding on to stuff. Literally, like they can't see it if they're holding on to stuff that doesn't serve them. So once they, you know, accept this once and for all, this is done. This mindset is over. This is a crucial, critical time in the month of April where this can't continue. It has to go. Once they accept that, then, you know, can't pick these cards up. This is going to be the outcome. It's a backwards message. It's like, what's the solution? Well, if you want this, you got to get rid of that stuff first, you know. Get rid of the stinking thinking. And you spending time with your child is going to be key. So please let me know how that speaks to you in the comments below. I know it's super long. I don't like long messages because people got stuff to do. We're parents. So I love you all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.